Hello, everyone, and welcome to Hope. My name is Tammy Lynn Connors. This is my podcast and YouTube channel, helping other people evolve. Today, I have Tyler McCreary with me. Hi, Tyler. How are you?
How you doing? I'm fine.
Good, good. So we've been trying to do this interview for a
Long time.
while, probably close to, I would say almost a year, because it was right when I went back to the casino. So Tyler was there one day, and I looked, and I remember, I think I might have ID'd you maybe. And then I was like, wait, I've seen him before. And then we talked a little bit about, because I used to deal to him when I was a dealer at the casino. And then we remembered, and I remembered your nickname was a golden child.
Yeah.
For boxing, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're going to do this interview in just a second. I just like to let people know what my mission and vision with Hope is. And what it is that I feel like there's so many people at home and they're struggling by themselves and they feel like they are totally alone in their struggles. And unfortunately, a lot of people have been through struggles, but fortunately, we were able to get out of these struggles, just like Tyler when he shares his story with us. And it's just for me to let somebody know that, man, you can get through it. You can get up, you can walk outside, take a deep breath, and you'll be able to get through your day. And hopefully hearing his story will inspire you to, keep going and never give up. And I always say, don't give up on hope. So we were just kind of chatting a little bit about things that are going on. He's got a lot going on right now. So I am super blessed that you said, hey, let's finally do this because we've been trying for a while. And I know that you just got done with a big match and you got a big match coming up.
Yeah.
So he's a boxer. So yeah. When's your event coming up?
Fighting. Well, I just fought May 13th. Got a first round knockout here in Toledo at this Glass City Center. But now we going to the big boy. We at the Huntington Center. July 1st, big baby, the main event, ESPN, top ranked.
Wow.
Yeah, so that's a big one. I'm excited for it.
Yeah, heck yeah. I would be excited too. All right, so I guess let's go back and when Tyler started boxing and kind of your story.
I was really just roaming the neighborhood. I was a bad kid, nosy, just outside by myself, just walking. The boxing gym was about 3 blocks from my house. I stayed on Hamilton, and the boxing gym is on Vance. So it was like 3 blocks, and I was like 10 years old, 10 years old. Just walking around, and the boxing gym that I used to box at, where I started at, got like it's a park, and it got like a pool and everything. So I was already like kind of like familiar with it. So I just walked in like this building, and I just seen like the ring, the gloves, and a lot of kids and stuff. I'm like, damn. And I liked it to fight. So I just crept in there, and the coaches kind of like seen me and started working with me, and something I just fell in love with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now you were telling me at that time though, your aunt didn't want you really.
Oh yeah. Well, I was raised by my aunt.
Okay.
My aunt adopted me 3 years old.
Okay.
Yeah, my mom was on drugs real bad, and she couldn't take care of me, so my aunt took care of me, and she was old. I want to say, she's like 80 now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so when she was raising me, I want to say she's probably like 50.
Yeah.
Maybe, yeah, about 50. So she was old, and she couldn't really like handle me. So I was bad just doing everything I wanted to do. And once I went into the boxing gym and I wanted to do it, I went back home to ask for permission first. I'm like, can I box? Can I box? I want to box. She like, boy, no, you can't box. You got asthma real bad. They gonna punch you in your chest. You gonna have an asthma attack and all of that. So I'm like, screw this. I'm gonna figure out a way to do it. So I want to say like a couple of days later or a week later, I went back to the gym because back then we used to have like it's like a permission slip or like a paper to sign to your parents and stuff. I went back with it. Where is it? I like wrote her signature down and everything, and then took it back to the gym, and they accepted it. I'm like, yes. So I was sneaking to the gym for like a good 3 months, 4 months, maybe longer than that. And then one day the coach, Mr. Bill Griffin, rest in peace to him, he came to my house and talked to my aunt, and he told her like he really sat down with her and told her like, man, he can fight, like he can go, like he can be something. I wanted to box. Would you sign this paper? And she still wasn't going. She like, nah. But he came back again, and she finally signed him. And I had my first fight at 12. So I was boxing for 2 years before I actually fought.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you were probably pretty little then.
Yeah, I was like, I think my first fight was 55 pounds.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, like 55, 60 pounds, I think. I'm not sure.
So Yeah, was your aunt surprised? Like, wait, he's been boxing already?
Yeah, she
he
like,
was supposed to be.
yeah, she was like, boy, you been around there and you been working out? I'm like, yeah. Like she used to see me like, cause in the backyard I used to have like a small little fake punching bag, and me and my cousin used to all like try to box, and my cousins was boxing with me too. But we used to be in the backyard. I used to be running with like a garbage bag on me to like lose weight and stuff. And she used to be seeing me like, what are you doing that for? I'm like, I just want to be in shape. So she like, you tripping, you 10 years old to
Right.
be in shape. But I already knew like what it took, you know. So yeah, she was kind of surprised.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that first fight, did you win your first fight?
No,
No.
I'm not even gonna lie. I lost like my first $10.
Did you?
Yeah, like as a kid, like I want to say I was like 0-9, like straight, like lost all of them. But I fought my first fight. I fought one of my friends, one of my real friends right now, like my brother. He had fights. He was way more advanced than me, but I mean that's what it took to get here.
Yeah.
So
Well, here's the thing that I love what you just said. You were like 0-9,
yeah,
but you didn't give up.
nah.
No.
I still to this day have no quit in me. Like,
Yeah.
I don't like losing. When I lose, I gotta come back 10 times harder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good. That's good. I just watched a little video today, and it was a little boy riding a bike, and he kind of flipped off the bike and he pushed himself back up and he just started dancing, and then he got right back on the bike. And I was like, yeah, that's what you have to do, right? In life, because I talk about that a lot. We get knocked down a lot in life.
For sure. Yeah,
know.
you definitely have a lot of slips and falls in life, man. But you just gotta like, I don't know, you gotta tell yourself, pick yourself up and tell yourself to keep pushing, because ain't nobody else gonna do it for you.
It's true.
Yeah.
True. So let's go. You're like 12 years old. You're going to school?
Yeah, I was terrible in school. Not gonna lie. I started like 12, I want to say around like, because I play every sport. I love football. Football was like one of my first love. Basketball for sure was my first love. Baseball, I played soccer. Like I really did soccer at the Boys and Girls Club and stuff.
Okay.
But once I got in like, I started like being bad at like fifth grade. I remember it's like fifth grade, like it's where I started. Like I don't know what happened. Like it's just a switch just flipped, and I did not like to take nothing serious. I didn't like school. I didn't like to listen. I didn't like to do like nothing. So like school wasn't for me. And once you had to like have certain grades and meet certain like standards to like play sports, I was like, nah.
Oh, okay.
That's when I quit. Like I played like high school football and stuff, and I played for Libby football team. Then I tried the basketball team freshman year, but once they like my credits and stuff wasn't right, they like, nah, you can't play. So that's when I started taking boxing serious. I'm like, I don't need credits to box.
Right.
I'm gonna take this serious.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So then did you graduate from high school?
No, I did. I went to jail. Yeah, I went to jail my senior year.
Okay.
I had to drop out and got my GED.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you went to jail your senior year. That had to been experience.
Yeah, that was my first time, like really one of my first times ever getting in trouble. I was fresh 18 years old, and I caught like a gun case. I went to jail for like 6 months, and it was almost the end of the year too. I want to say it was probably like December, like it was October when I went to jail, and when I got out, it was probably like a new year. So
Right.
I missed a lot of school, and I was already bad. I was missing credits and below, so dropped out and got my GED.
Okay. Well, at least you dropped out and got your GED.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of people out there that drop out and don't get their GED.
It's still people that be asking me like, was it hard? I'm like, man, you gotta just go do it.
Right, exactly. And that's what it is with anything. I mean, I just finished my real estate class, and now I'm studying to get my license. And I'm like, somebody said something the other day. I said, don't wait till you're 57 to do this, because you don't retain things like you used to.
Yeah, for sure. And I'm glad that I did go get my GED like soon, because it's a lot of stuff that I forgot like right now. Like, not gonna lie, I felt like I've been out of school for like 3 years, but reality, I've been out for almost over 10.
Right, exactly. Yeah, and that happens. So now how old are you now? Did
30.
you say 30?
Yeah.
So you're 18, about 18, you went to jail for a little while. Now, after you got out, did you take boxing real serious then, or kind of?
No, I had another slip up. Once I was 18, I went to jail, had a gun charge and did a little time, whatever. Fast forward, got out, but still like into like gang stuff, and I was infatuated with guns, and just running with the wrong crowd, doing, doing a lot of normal teenage stuff. Yeah, got out and did the same thing, went back to jail again, this time for like a gang charge, a riot. I did like a riot or whatever, so yeah, I did some more time.
Yeah.
But that time, boxing like low key like saved me. Like my coach and stuff was coming to court, and one of the judges was like I think the judge was like a boxing, it was either the judge or like the what is it called?
Prosecutor.
Yeah, the prosecutor. It was like a boxing fan or something, and I was just like in the paper for fighting it, and like a tournament. I went to like the under-19 tournament, and he was like, you could do something big, and my coach was here, and everybody was there. I had a lot of support, and the judge took that, was like, yeah, you got a lot of support here, and gave me a slap on the wrist. Yeah, and that's when I started taking boxing serious. I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna get out and do something. And my coach turned me pro. Like, so
Wow.
I got out. Yeah, I was 21.
21. So I know that when I met you, and I don't remember if somebody came up to you and said something, or somehow I found out that you were called a golden child.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And so how did that come about?
I got that name from my mom,
Okay.
and it wasn't nothing for boxing. It wasn't. She just called me like, you my golden child,
Okay.
and I don't know why she said that. I don't.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm my only boy though.
Right. Well,
So,
there you go.
That's probably it though. But and for some reason, like I'm everybody's favorite. Like I'm my granny's favorite. My mom, everybody loves me.
Well, because you have that vibe about you.
I mean,
You really do.
I guess.
You do, because I wouldn't have gravitated towards, like,
Yeah.
I wouldn't even have remembered you probably if not, besides all your tattoos. I did definitely notice those. But no, because when you were like playing blackjack at you were always very kind,
Yeah.
considerate. You were never like some of the players.
That's just me. That's just me. Like I'm not a rude person. Like I could be an asshole though, but like I don't really like give off that,
that vibe at all. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you boxed from 21, and then I guess probably the year of COVID is when you said you had a major thing happen to you.
Yeah. So
2020.
career took off at 21. I signed a big deal with Jay-Z, Rock Nation Sports. I want to say I was 24 at the time. And then career picked up some more. I had a nice spurt. Then I got signed with I left Jay-Z's Rock Nation, got signed with Jay Prince, and then I got signed with Top Rank. And I want to say I was 27 at the time.
Okay.
And this is right before COVID. I have 2 fights with Top Rank, I believe. Then I got a call for a big fight, which was like a title eliminator against Carl Frampton. I fought, I lost a decision. Then COVID hit. I was supposed to fight again, another big fight for another former world champion, but COVID hit. That kind of threw me into depression. I'm like, damn, I'm not making no money, boxing my only income. How I'm gonna pay this, how I'm gonna pay that. Then I just started hanging, drinking a lot. I was smoking weed. I was just depressed, like, like, and one day I was at like a party or whatever, and leaving a party, not thinking, just moving around, like how I normally am, and got shot. Yeah, I got shot in my back.
Oh.
Me and my brother was walking to my car, and luckily he didn't get hit, but I got hit. But I didn't know I was hit. I was so drunk.
Oh, geez.
Yeah. So like once the cops came and pulled us over and took us out the car, and when I get out the car, they put me in handcuffs. When they put me in handcuffs, one of the officers like, you got blood all over your shirt. I had on a black jacket with a white tee. I'm like, I don't know, dude. Like I was pissed. Like, why you pulling us over? And my car shot up. But he like lift my shirt up and he see like a hole and I'm bleeding. He like, you bleeding, man. Take him to the ambulance. And I got an ambulance and they took me to the hospital. Yeah, that was that.
Did the bullet lodge in you?
Yeah, it was, I don't know, maybe they had bad bullets or cheap bullets, but whatever, because it was in me and I didn't even know, and they put it out like.
Oh, well,
but I still got like a little particles in it.
Yeah.
It don't hurt.
So that probably, did it hurt? Like, I mean, after the fact that
Nah.
2020 was COVID, so you couldn't really box anyways, right?
Yeah. Nah, it didn't like, physically it didn't hurt, but it did hurt like well, I couldn't box anyways
Right.
because of COVID, like you said, but physically it didn't hurt. I didn't know it didn't affect me. I got out the hospital in like 30 minutes and
okay.
was right back like outside, but everything takes a toll on, when you work out and stuff, like, yeah, sometimes I feel it working out, but because like I said, it's still like a particles in it and stuff, and it's like a lump, but it don't affect me now. I'm good now.
So after that, when you got out of the hospital and something, then was like, wow, I just put myself in a not a good position. Did you think like that or?
Nah, I would say like I didn't think it was wrong place, wrong time. I just thought like shit happens. I still to the day don't know who did it and or why, you know what I'm saying? But I didn't really think too much of
No?
it. Yeah,
No.
I just let it go and just God got me, I'm blessed.
Well, that's true.
Yeah.
He definitely had you for sure, because it could have went, along or anything like
Yeah.
that. So now you said, so 2020, now did you start boxing again after, or this was your first fight again, right?
Yep. So
Okay.
after the that happened, I had a fight lined up with another former world champion, COVID. Watched that up. I didn't go through. Then boom, I was scheduled to fight again. And I actually fought. We fought in Vegas. I lost another one because once you get shot, it puts you into a different mental. Like people talk about like the pain or whatever, but they don't really talk about like how it is mentally getting
Right.
shot at. Like, so my whole thoughts was different. Like like I was riding around with like Dracos and like just ready for revenge. Like that's
Sure.
the type of person I was. Like I always want payback. I always want revenge. But like I wasn't in the right mind, and I was still trying to box and still trying to get back. I was always pushing myself to like shake that stuff and get back to it. But boxing is mental. Like boxing is 90% mental, 10% work. If your mind not there and you're not really with it, you're not gonna get what you came to get. So I lost that fight due to that. No excuses, he was the better man, but I would have really beat him if I was fully focused like I am now today.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then, like I said, after that, I lost that. Went back into deep depression, drinking, partying, smoking, just kicking it, having fun. And one day I just try to shake back.
Yeah. So let's talk about mental health for a little bit here, because I'm a big advocate on mental health, and I'm really a big advocate on mental health for men. And I like that you spoke a little bit about it, because I know in 2020 a lot of people and are still suffering from that and haven't got out of that, that depression and that mental state and all of that. So, and they did what you did. They get to the drinking or the drugs, and then that's numbing the pain, and then I know with you, when you're training, I mean, you have to be very disciplined.
Yeah.
And so when you talk about your mental health, what do you do to help with your mental health?
Man, I'm a gamer, so I sit and play the game, and I try to isolate myself and really like now I got a baby on the way, so it's different. Like I'm thinking all about my baby girl, and that's helping me a lot. Nothing's gonna distract me and push me away from my goal, reaching my goals now. But you just gotta pick yourself up and just grind it out, man, because you gotta know nobody's gonna do it. Nobody's gonna help you. Nobody's gonna hold your hand and take you there.
Yeah, it's so true. And it's learning that. I think it's so hard for people to know. Actually outside here, we were just sitting out there, I was listening to two ladies talk about somebody in their family that's getting ready, that wants to commit suicide. And they were like, and I was listening to him talk, and I was like, oh, I'm just gonna say, and I heard his name. I'm like, I'm just gonna say a prayer for him, because people just don't understand mental health,
Especially for men, like it's like this with man. Everybody asks like, how you doing? You all right? You okay? But we all be like, we good. I'm good. Like I'm straight. But like as a man, like who's gonna tell you like what's going on? And if we do, like, what are you gonna do about it?
Right.
That's the mentality I got. So I keep it in to myself. Like I didn't contemplate suicide before, and I didn't thought about it, but just gotta have that real.
Yeah. You were, I always say, if you wake up with a pulse, then you have a purpose.
For sure.
For sure. So in 2022,
got shot again.
Got shot again.
Yeah. So this is after the last fight, like I said, I got back into that mode, was depressed and drinking, partying, just kicking it. And I tried to put myself back up out of that. I got back to training. I was actually training for a fight, and I was gonna fight here in Toledo on a Greer Promotions card. Yeah, the fight was June 4th. I was training for the fight. I was in camp, I want to say, since like January, February. So boom, my birthday was April 9th. So I'm like, I'm gonna go and celebrate somewhere, go to a bar, but I wasn't drinking or nothing. I'm just go and just chill, have a party for myself. Leaving a strip club, somebody shot my car up. It was me and my little brother in there. My brother got hit in the leg. I got shot in the hand.
Oh, goodness.
And I got shot in my forearm and my right arm. Got grazed in the head. Yeah. And that just all the way, like, threw it all the way off.
Wow.
Yeah, that's when I really got to, like, nah, it's over with.
Yeah.
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 All I wanted was like that. I was just thinking about bad stuff all day. That's all I was doing. Me. Yeah.
Yeah,
It was
not
like,
good.
yeah. But I'm here now.
Yeah.
Overcame it.
Yeah.
And I did it by myself. Like, nobody came and like try to help me do this or take me here or get me away from here. I one day I was just in the bar and I'm like, man, I'm done drinking. Like, I swear I was probably drunk telling myself this, like, I'm done drinking. Like, this ain't it. Like, I gained like 40 pounds.
Oh,
So
goodness.
I was like almost close to 170, like 160 something. I'm like, I'm done drinking. I spend too much money. It's $400 or $500 a day just on shots at the bar.
Wow.
So I quit drinking. I just went to the gym one day. I was just watching, then I just do a little bit, and it picks up and do more each day or whatever. And I got back in the gym, started training, got fights lined up, and here I am now.
Here you are now. So when you got shot in the hand and the arm and grazed in the head, did you, afterwards, were you like, how am I gonna box again?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Doctor told me I would never box again. Yeah, because I all my fingers was broke, and the middle finger was like completely smashed and like shattered. Like the bone was shattered, and the inside was like really flat. I had no circulation in it. I couldn't move none of my fingers. I couldn't make a fist. I couldn't pull my hands up. I had pins from my tip of my fingers all the way to my knuckles.
Oh my goodness.
So I was stuck like this.
Right.
So doctor told me I wouldn't be able to box again. I just went and got physical therapy, did everything I was supposed to do. Yeah, and God,
Yeah.
that's the last say so. Nobody can tell you what you
True.
can or can't do. You gotta have faith in yourself.
That is true. I just had that conversation with someone today too about having that faith, and you have to have it in yourself. That's it, and know that God is the faith, right? And so, because I look at you and I'm like, well, because I read, I don't know if I read it somewhere or maybe something that you posted that you had been shot in the hand, and I was like, man, how is he gonna box again? And then when I heard that you won that fight in the first round, good job. I was like, I think I messaged you like, I'm so proud of you. He's probably like, who is this crazy woman proud of you? But yeah, and I thought about that. I thought, well, I wonder where, I'm glad that you explained that to us, but I like the fact that you just shared, like, they told you would never do it again.
Like, that was the first, I was drunk. I wasn't drunk then, I was sober, but that was the first thing I asked the doctor when I got on the table, and I'm just looking at my hand because I was looking at like, I'm like, you think I'd be able to box? I told him, like, I'm a professional boxer. He's like, oh no, buddy, you could count that, you could wrap that. I'm like, what? I'm like, all right. I got him out of there, and I actually went to jail there too. Like, from there, I was so pissed. Like,
You went to jail?
yeah,
You got shot and you went to jail?
I got shot and went to jail right from the hospital there because I was just pissed that I got shot. Like,
Yeah.
I'm like, damn, how let this happen again?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, sometimes I think that, because you're still here, so I think sometimes he reminds us of things, and doesn't necessarily mean that it's gonna be like life ending, but it's enough to be like, hey, you gotta stay out of these areas and doing these things.
I'm the type of person though, like, people would always tell me like, oh, you gotta get out of Toledo, you need to move, you need to do this, you need to do that. But like, I understand, like, yeah, you get bigger, you gotta leave the city. Like, I mean, that's the plan, that's the goal. I'm gonna leave when I want to leave. I'm not gonna let nobody push me this is where I'm from, you know what I'm saying?
right.
We grind here, we work here, like I hold all my camps here. Sometimes I take them out of town, but I'm the type of person, man, like I gotta make sure everything right before I leave. I want my family right. I can't just up and leave. My family's still here. You know?
Right, right. So do you work with youth at all?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Is that what your camps are? Or, yeah, okay. That's good that you take that and do that. I'm
Yeah,
sure that they,
we let the kids come and I work out with all kids.
yeah,
All kids. They like today, I was just in the gym, I was the only adult there, and it's all kids. They watching me. They love it.
that's
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
That's good. I should have you talk to my friend Adam out in California. Actually, I just interviewed him not too long ago. He's got 3 young boys that are in boxing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'll have to
Yeah.
show you a picture of them. They're all so cute, but they do some fighting, boy. I'd see some of their, little belts and
Yeah.
stuff like
Oh, yeah,
that. So,
definitely.
but that's good that and that's the thing when you just talked about, like, it's almost like running away from your roots and where you're
Yeah.
at, but you're here to help others too,
Yeah.
and if you run away, I don't know if you watch TV at all or anything, but Netflix has a show on there, it's called All American.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so I've been watching that, and it's kind of the same thing. It's football player, but the city that he lives in is horrible, and then he went to Beverly Hills and moved away, but now he came back because he can't leave his city.
Yeah.
And so it just kind of reminded me of that, because people are telling him you got to get out of here, people are getting shot and killed, and he got shot, and just all the things, but you have to do what you want to do.
Yeah, I believe in, what I'm saying, sometimes you be wrong place, wrong time, but if you could die in your house.
Yes,
Somebody can ride past and shooting at someone else and accidentally hit your house and come through and hit you.
sure.
Like if it's your time, it's your time. That's how. It might sound stupid to
No,
others,
I don't think it is at all.
but I'm not afraid of nothing. I ain't scared of nothing. I go where I want to go. Like there's nowhere on this earth I'm not gonna go.
Mhm.
Be around, hang with who I want to hang with.
Yeah,
I just take care of myself.
yeah, and pretty soon a little girl.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
Do you guys have a name picked out for it?
Yeah, I'm not gonna say.
No,
that.
don't say it. You don't have to say it on here. I was just curious.
Yeah, we
Well-
definitely got a name picked out. I can't wait.
Oh, good.
That's a blessing, man. That's something that honestly I didn't think I could have kids.
Yeah,
Yeah, like, well, I never really like tried. I tried once, but I didn't think I could have kids, man. I'm like, damn. And my girl just came one day and showed me 2 pregnancy tests. I thought she was like bullshit. I'm like, stop playing.
right?
And she like serious. I'm like, oh. I'm like, she like, what we doing? Like, we keeping it.
Right,
But
yeah.
I don't even play like that.
right. I saw when I said it, your face lights up and your smile gets bigger. Yeah, it's exciting.
It's exciting, and I just can't wait. I
Yeah,
can't.
September will be here before you know it, trust
Oh,
me.
yeah.
And then you'll be like, I can't wait till she's 18. No, I'm just kidding.
Nah, I
I'm
don't
just
think it's gonna be
kidding.
like that.
No,
Man.
it's not.
I think, shit, me and my daughter gonna do everything together.
Yeah, she'll be a little boxer.
Nah,
No?
I'll take whatever she wants. But as far as like doing things, people always tell me like, man, you gotta slow down, none of this and none of that. I'm going here, going there trips. No, she coming with me.
Hmm.
She can take them flights with me.
Good,
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, I'm so glad that we finally got to talk
Mhm.
and do this. You're definitely an inspiration. I don't know if you really realize that or not,
Yeah.
but you are. The things that you've overcame, you could, like you said, you could just start drinking, drugging, doing whatever, or you could just sit in your room and do nothing and give up, but you didn't. And that's my whole purpose here, for people to know that, life happens and struggles happen and horrible things happen.
All the time.
And you just have to learn that you can get through it. It's not easy, I never claim for things to be easy, but at the same time, if you can figure out a way just to get up, take a deep breath, and just be grateful that you're able to take a breath, there's a lot on this earth that is good. There's a lot in this earth that brings joy that we just don't see because people are watching the news all the time. And there's just so much goodness out there. And those that have been through a struggle and gotten to a strength can just offer so much hope to other people, and especially you being young and, working with kids. I just think that's really, really good, because I've always wanted to work with kids too. I
Yeah.
think
That's something like I just like work out and talk or whatever in the gym with the kids, but it's something I always want to do. Like I love kids, especially with, like bad kids that come from where I come from. Like I could relate to that, and that have no parents or whatever. So that's something I always wanted to do. I always want to like just get a group of kids and like just be like a big brother to them, and you know, call me, if you need me or whatever, and that type of stuff, guide them the right way. Because nowadays these young boys out here don't got the type of guidance that, you know, that I wish I had.
Right.
I was young, and I could have been them. Well, I actually was them, but now look at me.
Yeah, and the thing is that then, like you could, like you said, you could tell them, like, I can relate to
Yeah.
what you're doing, you know,
Yeah.
because you've lived it.
Yeah, and I say it sometimes to like the younger guys around my neighborhood. You know, I tell them like everything you doing, I did. Like I done did everything you doing, but it ain't worth it.
No,
And you gonna look back when you 25 or maybe younger than that. If you even reach that age, you know, you gonna look back like, oh, that was dumb.
Right.
Nothing. Yeah.
yeah,
Like the older guy that's telling you that you looking up to, that it's not worth it. bro.
right. And that's, I was just talking to, I work at Legacy Golf Course bartending, and I was just talking to the cook last night about it. He's young and he's already had a DUI before he was 21. He's not even 21 yet. And he used to do pills, and now he stopped pills, but he still drinks. We're going through this whole thing, and I'm just trying to coach him. And I'm like, I know you're looking at me like, what is this 50-some-year-old woman trying to tell me, you know? And I'm like, dude, I've been there. I know, I'm telling you. I'm just trying to save
I
your
listen
life a
to the
little bit.
older people. Yeah, I listen to my elders for sure. Because if you older than me, you reach 40, 50, 60, I'm still working to get there.
Sure. Yeah,
So you know something that I don't know.
yes, exactly. All right, well, thank you, Tyler, for getting on here. Is there anything that you want to say to everybody out here?
Nah, I just want to tell everybody, you know, just keep supporting me.
Yeah.
We not giving up. We back.
Yeah,
And July 1st.
yeah, that's
July
exciting.
1st, yeah.
So I'll put like links on Instagram or anything to follow you.
Okay.
That way people can follow you and cheer you on. And so now would that be televised on July
Yeah,
1st? You said ESPN, right?
Yeah.
Good, because I'll be in Moab, Utah that day, because
yeah.
I was like, oh, July 1st, I won't be here, but I'm glad this
It's
is gonna
gonna
be
be a
televised.
great night.
Yeah,
It's gonna be crazy. Yeah.
I'm excited for it.
Yeah, Jared bringing like a different vibe to the city. Like it's gonna be nice.
So do they had matches at Huntington Center here before like this? Okay.
Yeah. I think we had two. Albert was the main event. A couple months ago. I want to say like 6 months ago.
Okay.
Maybe a year ago. And then Bunny was he defended his world championship there in 2017, which would me and Albert fought on there too.
Okay, awesome. Now you're the main event this time?
No, Jared is.
Oh, Jared is.
We'll bring one back whenever I get a bill.
Okay,
Yeah.
well, you'll be getting one, I'm sure.
Yeah, sure.
So,
For sure.
all right, well, everybody, thank you so much for taking your time out today and listening to Hope or watching it. You know, I appreciate Tyler coming on here. I always tell my people that I interview, like, you're stuck with me. I'm your friend forever now. I don't know what to tell you. You'd probably be getting a little girly outfit for when you have the baby. So that's just who I am. And so, you know, like I said, if you feel like you can't get through your day, just please take a deep breath, reach out to someone. There's so many resources out there nowadays for help. And if you don't want to reach out to someone, you know, get on YouTube. There's so many things that can just help you to get through your days. You know me, my faith is in God. So my prayer, you know, I pray and I meditate and I just really rely on my faith in him. And I feel like I can get through anything because I've been through just about everything. I just have never been shot and I don't ever want to be shot.
Yeah.
So besides that, you know, I think that we can all get to a strength through our struggles. You know, I always tell people too, you know, with my sobriety, people are like, oh, you know, I'm like, I mean, I've been sober 19 years, but it took me 19 years to get to where I'm at today.
Yeah.
You know, it didn't happen overnight. I'm sure with you, you know.
Yeah. One thing that I say is if whatever you're doing, if it was easy, everybody would do it. So just keep pushing.
Just keep
It ain't
pushing.
easy, but you doing it.
That's right. That's right. Keep pushing. All right, you guys all have a great day. Thank you so much.